You guys, we have got to talk about Jake Weber and Tarayummy because fans are breaking down a picture of the two of them from Tara's birthday, feeling bad for his girlfriend Kenzie. It's a whole conversation, one that we've had before because people feel like the relationship that Tara and Jake have just is not anything that anyone would want their significant other to have with their ex. But Jake has clapped back online to those that are talking about it so much this week, and we're going to get into what he said and what people are saying online. Before we spill the tea, let's talk about what to do when life spills you. If you've been seriously injured and don't know where to start, Morgan & Morgan might have your back. America's largest personal injury law firm. And they make it so easy to turn a messy situation into a better one. And if you become their client, they make hiring a lawyer super simple. I for sure used to think that hiring an attorney was this long and complicated, expensive process, but not with Morgan & Morgan. More than 3 million people have trusted Morgan & Morgan when they were injured in an accident. And when you're injured in an accident, hiring an attorney is one of the first things you should do. Morgan & Morgan has achieved significant verdicts in the past couple of months for victims involved in life-altering car crashes, and the fee is absolutely free unless you win your case. And with Morgan & Morgan, submitting a claim is so easy. Everything can be done right on your phone. You can submit your case details, sign contracts, upload documents and medical records all from your cell phone. And you can even text your attorney and legal team throughout the duration of your case. So if you ever get seriously injured, your case could be worth millions and you're only a few clicks away from potentially changing your life. It's literally so easy. You can start your claim now with Morgan & Morgan by going to www.forthepeople.com/spillsesh. The link will also be in the description, or you can scan the QR code on the screen using your phone. And I want to say thank you to Morgan & Morgan for sponsoring today's video, and let's get into the news. Tarayummy and Jake Weber have once again found themselves getting talked about because people truly cannot imagine how after 4 to 5 years of dating, the two of them can be as platonic as they say, and also don't understand how Jake's girlfriend Kenzie can stand the situation at all. We've talked about this drama coming up before, but this time they're addressing things, and Tara's recent birthday party really sparked up the conversation again. Basically, for those of you who don't know, Tara and Jake were previously in a relationship, and fans were extremely invested in the content that they made together. But the relationship eventually ended to focus on themselves, but they said that they were going to be staying friends.
Why
did we break up?
Why did we break up? I know everyone's wondering that right now. Basically, from the beginning, me and Tara always told each other, we're not Jake and Tara. We're Jake, Tara, and Jake and Tara. We're always gonna be individuals. Because I think that's important, you know. I feel like a lot of people really just live their life as a couple, but it's special to be your own person as well. Now, me and Tara first started dating when she was 18 and I was 20. We're both pretty young and we really haven't experienced our adult lives. We really care about how we live our lives. And they always say that if you love something, let it go. And I never knew what that meant. I get it now. Like, if I truly love Tara, I'm not gonna chain her to me. I want her to go and be the amazing woman that she is and just be Tarayummy. I want nothing more than that. And I think, you know, if it was truly meant to be, then we'll find each other later in life. But I don't mean like find each other.
Because we're right here, dude.
Yeah, but we're always gonna be friends.
Yeah.
And
that's the point of this video, people.
Why are you mad?
I don't know, I get angry. Sorry.
You could watch every single breakup on YouTube and they'll always be like, we're still gonna be friends. Yeah, I haven't seen a picture of you guys since you said that.
Yeah, and that's not gonna be us because we've been broken up for like 3 weeks now and we have been nonstop streaming together. We have been going to parties. He's been at my birthday. Everything's been normal because we've decided to actually stay friends. Like, actually, not just like, we're gonna stay friends.
Yeah.
Like, we're actually friends.
None of our friends know that we're broken up. And, well, I don't like when it feels weird. I don't want the world to know.
And though most couples try and say that, especially if they're public figures, these two actually meant it and continue to make content together. And to fans, it feels like they must hang out like every single day since they're in every single piece of content that they seem to put out. And that closeness has raised a lot of eyebrows, especially now that Jake is in a relationship with Kenzie. Kenzie, who has become known online as God's strongest soldier, has been praised and pitied for how calmly she seems to be handling the situation, aka Jake and Tara being close friends. As a lot of people have said that they just would not be able to do what she's doing with what they see online because it looks like her boyfriend's just spending tons of time with his ex. When this was a conversation earlier this year, it seemed Tara and Kenzie tried to quiet any messy drama by posting a TikTok of the two of them together to the song Girl So Confusing by Charlie XCX, a song where she sings about Lord, and they literally work it out on the remix, noting that there isn't any actual beef between them anymore, but the world tried to make some by kind of putting them against each other. So anyway, with Tara and Kenzie posting to this song, it seemed like they were sending a message to the public of there's no beef here despite what everyone is saying. But recently it was Tara's birthday, and people were bringing up the whole weird dynamic, especially after this one photo went around of them at the party. Tara, Kenzie, and Jake. Kenzie in the middle, and everyone was like dying pretty much over the way that Jake and Tara were looking at each other. One TikTok user posted, "I'm sorry, I hate to be this person, but this is insane." And the caption was, "Kenzie needs to stand up." People in the comments were adding to all of the drama, writing, "I don't know how she stayed this long, honestly. Kenzie, girl, stand up." Kenzie chooses to be there, so I just can't feel bad for her anymore. I hope he woke up, saw this, and reassured her. No amount of reassurance can fix this. I hope she's at least financially benefiting from him to balance out the embarrassment. Kenzie's gonna look back at this time in her life and be flabbergasted she allowed this, at least I hope. Kenzie did it to herself. This is what she signed up for. No, she wanted a boyfriend, not somebody obsessed with their ex. Some people were also trying to say that they didn't feel bad for Kenzie because she was friends with Tara first before she dated Jake and that she broke girl code, but then others said that this isn't true and they just had mutual friends. So this really was turning into this big debate, and it's been a debate for a while now. I mean, even other influencers have talked about the situation. Like I said last time I covered them, Tana and Trisha sat down in a podcast episode to discuss the fact that they couldn't see their partners be this close with their ex.
You know, I love Jake and tarayummy. I still I ask him 1,000 times when I see him. I'm like, I don't get it. Like, what do you mean?
Jake and Tara, that's a little different to me because it's like they're really like everyday close.
Yeah.
I'm not everyday close with any of my
You're
exes.
not buying a car for your ex.
Yeah, but I also understand that views and the internet make people do very different stuff. Like, I'm not, maybe he would have bought her the car without the camera on. I don't know their personal thing. Like, I'm not talking to any of my exes all day, every day, or hanging out with them all day, every day.
But with all this noise going around, Jake hopped online to say a little something in response. He posted this on TikTok and said, "First exes to say, we'll stay friends and not lie about it. Turns out people only liked the idea, not the reality." So he was calling out the fact that they said that they were going to stay friends and they stayed true to their word, and people are mad at them for that. But in the comments, someone says, "It's about how you gaze into each other's eyes." And he responded with this photo. People commented and said, "Bet you anything, as soon as she locks in with someone else, he loses it. I stand by that quote. If you and your ex are still friends, you're either still in love or never truly were. Oh baby, you both know what y'all are doing." Now, as this whole situation has been going around, people have also been looking at the videos of Tara from her birthday, speculating on a number of people that she could possibly be dating right now or something. Like, we really don't know what's going on in their lives. Like, yes, from the outside, from what they post and what we see, I personally don't know how Kenzie can deal with the closeness, but who knows what Tara is saying off camera, if she's talking about the people that she's seeing or hooking up with, and like that reassures Kenzie that she's obviously not into Jake. Like, those conversations are not things that we are included on, so we just don't know what the heck their relationship and the whole dynamic and everything is really truly like in real life. Because literally they could be together and she's just like venting about what happened to her that week or a guy or something, and that's what makes it so comfortable, because she's clearly not into Jake. Like, they may also just be looking at it like work too, because they all kind of need each other for content. Like, Jake and Johnny and Tara are like a trio. They post together all the time and might just also, maybe, I don't think it's the case, but you know, they could just be putting on some sort of front to keep their bags full. Like, they might only hang out for this content and they turn it on for the camera and then they clock out and they're not as close as we think they're, you know? Who knows? It's a lot of stuff that people people just don't understand. We may never know. We may never get the answers, or who knows, maybe one day there's a big blowout fight and we get a 10-part series about what went down behind the scenes. But until then, that's what's been said by Jake in defense of him being friends with Tara. Let me know what you guys think about this whole mess of a situation in the comments, because there's a lot of opinions about how people feel about them being so close. But let me know what you guys think. I love you guys so much, and I will talk to you in the next video. Bye, guys.